Hey, welcome to the Ozzstar channel, and on today's fun project we're going to do part 2 of the Mini Cooper S tune-up. We've got the 2005 Mini behind us with the 1.6 liter. In this video we're going to change out the air filter, the engine air filter. You're going to need a Torx T30 and a T25. If you don't know what those are those little star-shaped kind of bits. I'll get down there, we'll show you how to pop that out. It's very simple. Let me show you how to do it. So here's the air box right here. This is where our filter is. And to make it a little bit easier, there's an air intake hose here that goes down to the throttle body. So I like to remove this cover to get it out of the way. This is the supercharged cover. It's just plastic. And it's 4 bolts holding it on. They're the T30s. Now you got a short, I'll show you in a second. You got 2 shorts down here, and here, and then these should be long. So they're all T30, but they're different lengths. And just get those 4 out. That's all that's holding that on. Let me show you real quick. So you got this guy probably like 3/4 inch, and then you got this big 2-incher, 2.5 incher right there. So put that in your magnetic tray. Pop this off. Get that out of the way. While you're here, I'm going to get the air gun and just air tool and blow some of this crap out of here. I like to get any of the loose debris off the box before I open it up. That way you don't get any chance of anything falling down in there. So I got my bolts in the magnetic tray right there. Here's my air tool. Make sure you got safety glasses on. And spray the loose crap out of there. All right, now the compressor shut off. We can finish our blow job here. Not too bad. Let me get this out of the way. And now what I want to do is, can you see what I'm doing here? Oh yeah, good. All right, so here's the, if you got to jump start your car, you got one of these remote battery positive terminals right there. So basically this is going to lift up and pull away. So there's a little bracket right here. Just get that over there. Now here's where you're going to need your T25. There's 2, you can't see it. Let me bring it in a little bit closer and I'll show you what we're talking about. There's 1 bolt here and there's 1 bolt here, and then there are clips in the back that are down there. Not clips, kind of like a bracket that you got to slide this in. So we'll take these 2 bolts out and then we'll lift up as we pull this way towards the front of the car, and hopefully we can swing it over here so we can get our filter in and out that way. Otherwise you can take off this clamp. You get a screwdriver or pick it in here, pop these off. I have successfully reused these before, but they're a little tricky. I'm going to try to leave it on, and we'll see how that goes. So let me get the bolts out. Enough jibber jabbering. First I got to get my light set up. Oh boy, you guys can't see with that. Hold on. There we go. Of course, if you don't have a impact like I'm using here, you can just do this by hand. It's not a big deal. You don't have that many bolts. So get these out of the way, and they're kind of almost like a wood screw thread on them. And actually, let's put these in our tray. Get this out of the way, and here comes the fun part. So we're going to pull up and back, and hopefully it'll go our way. Let me see. There we go. Get that out. Just there's a little tab right here on that. So there it comes. Swing her on out. As much as you can anyway. There it goes. Okay, so let me bring the camera around now you can see this a little better. So this is what we're left with. Right here is what we got. So there's our filter. Reach down in here, pull this sucker up and out. It's kind of flexible so you can bend it a little bit, you know, do what you got to do to get it out of here. It's not too bad. I think I changed this one out about 20-something thousand miles ago from what I remember. So not bad, but we got the new one. Let's pop it in. All right, so for this one I'm using a Fram CA9806 is the model. Model number for that. I guess they didn't have the man, and I would have used that, but the man filter sounds pretty tough. Anyway, just finagle this in gently as you can. You're gonna take your time. You don't have to rush. But the important thing is that you set it down in there so it sits flat right along in here. You'll see it. I can't get it on camera, but you'll see that this filter sits nice and snug. Wiggle it a little bit just to make sure you're in the right spot. And back here, we'll finagle this back in again. There we go. Just like I say, there's like a little hook back there. Tab, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Just make sure your filter's flat. I'm probably in the way of the camera, but I can't help it. Sometimes I just can't help myself. All right. There we go. There, I heard it. I hope you heard it snap in. Now it snapped in up there, up here, as I pushed down, and then I pulled it back. And when I did, I could see where the two ball holes are here. They sit nice and tight now. Everything's sitting flush. So we'll get our screws and we'll zip that sucker in. And then we can move on to the next one. Part three. Part three, I think we'll go, we'll mess with the spark plugs next. How's that sound for part three? And you don't want to go ballistic on these. And what I'll probably do is just get a ratchet and just make sure that they're snug to torqued where I like them. I'm not sure what the torque spec is. It's not much. And then make sure to take your battery terminal and slip that back over and lock it in right here. Let me show you that. Let me get you a better shot. Right in here, you want to make sure that this drops down. You don't want this shouldn't be flopping around. Definitely not. So we're all good. That's it. Air filter's done. All right, final step. Put our cover back on. We put the two small bolts in down here and the two tall bolts. Now the reason I'm not going to do it is because the spark plugs are right back here. The boots for the wires are right here. There's 4 of them. And with this out of your way, you'll actually get better access. So I'm just going to set it here in case anybody missed this video. They can catch it on the next video and might help them out. So thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. Can you see me in there? Yeah, you can see me. Anyhow, I appreciate it. Don't forget to check out the other videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.